All right, so here we go. We're going to make a contour drawing of this Baltimore checker spot butterfly. Now to do that, we're going to use our pen. We're going to use a pen. And these pens, if we're going to draw with them, you can't draw from the side. They don't work that way. They really need to be sort of up and down. Now, because it's a symmetrical thing, in order to get this side to be like this side, whatever you do on this side, you have to immediately do on the other. So like if you do a whole wing and then you try to do another wing, like it is going to be off. So I'll show you how that goes. First of all, we'll do the middle parts, which are symmetrical without much trying. Now you could see that my little drawing here is not exactly the same. They're not going to be exactly the same. But wanted it exactly the same, I just go to the copy machine and get another copy. So you're going to do your best. You're going to look. You're going to try to learn from your observation. But that does not mean that it needs to be exactly the same. It means that you need to be looking at what you're doing. And that's kind of hard. Like, I'm really sort of counting out which lines I'm doing right now so I get about the right amount, all right? So you get it right. Now, you can tell that this one's longer than that one isn't. One thing we're not doing is putting this on top of the other. We're just not doing that, all right? Because if I wanted to trace it, then I'd ask you to trace it. Sometimes I ask you to trace it. Most of the times I don't, all right? So now what's we're going to do is we're going to get these wings in. So what I need to do, and I find it a little easier to make a line when I pull. So I pull one line this way, and I'm going to pull the other line the other way, all right? Now I'm going to get the other part of the wing. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do these right on the other side. So whatever I'm doing on one side, I go ahead and do on the other right away. If you don't, you have bad problems, I'm telling you, because it's not going to end up being anywhere near what it looks like. Now, I put those together. You might want to do something like this, come off that, go to that. See? Now I did whatever I do on this side, do on that side. Now I'm going to tell you, people are going to try to do it different, and then bad things are going to happen to you. And then you're going to say you don't like it or something. And I don't want people starting over and over and over. That's one. Now you can see I made a mistake there. Well, you know what? I'm not going to compound that mistake. I'm going to do almost the same thing on this side. You know, there you go. That's close to what it looks like here, but it's a little off. All right. Now, I'm going to draw a line. This line. I just drew this line here. And now I'm going to draw that line on the other side. Okay. So whatever I do on one side, I'm doing on the other. So I go down here. Now I'm going straight through. You should be able, I'm not just throwing lines in, right? I'm drawing that particular line. Drawing that particular line. I think I'm finding it easier to go this way, like that. I drew that particular line. So that one's there. So now, let me see. I need two lines up here. So I need one that comes off of this right here. Because I did it on that side. Better do on that side right away before I forget or something. All right. And this on here. And then I do this on here, right? Boom, there you go. Now, I'm going to draw one here. Ooh, gotta go all the way. Gotta get all the way, all right? And now, so I'm drawing that one there. I'm drawing that particular line. I'm not just throwing lines in, you know, they're particular lines, and I'm drawing it. Now, this is actually the end of all those lines. And what normally happens when you start throwing lines in is you put way too many. All right, you miscount. All right, so now we're going to do the bottom part. Boom, boom. Okay, and then it turns a little bit. It turns a little bit. Okay, now this one goes off of here. This one goes off of here. Now we do one line here, one line there, one line there, one line here. Whatever I'm doing on one side, I'm surely doing on the other. All right, now it's a little complicated in here. I'm doing this line at this point, and I do this one on this side. Right? Now I have to draw a line through here, and so I have to do it on the other side, and then it has a line here. Then I'm gonna do that line there. I'm gonna do this line here, and do this line here. Now, if you speed up, now I've been doing fairly fast, but You know, if you speed up really fast, your line will look like that. It gets darker and lighter. You can see it's darker and lighter. What you want to do is keep a steady pace all the way through. You don't want to go too slow because it starts to get really thick, all right? So you be careful of that. All right, now we're towards the end, okay? I have this little squarey thing right there. And then I have 2 eyeballs, all right? Now I'm gonna draw 1 up here. And this is what differentiates, one of the things that differentiates butterflies from moths is actually, do you see how it gets bulby at the top? Yeah, they do. Comes down like this, comes down like that. And there is a pretty accurate butterfly, Baltimore checker spot, which is from our state butterfly, right? And the main thing is make sure whatever you do on this, you do all on this side all the way. Don't trace it, anything like that, because we're trying to draw from observation. Ooh, I forgot. All right, so I think we're ready to go.